Cool.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to After the Island. I'm Elizabeth.
And I'm Leo.
And we have Tina with us today. Hello.
Hey, happy to be here.
How are you?
I'm good.
So tell our viewers where you are right now.
I am in Australia, Sydney, Australia. We're going into summer. It's crazy being on like the other side of the world from you guys.
I know that is wild because it's opposite. Also, isn't it common for people in Australia to do like their holiday or like their spring winter break in Fiji?
I feel like Fiji is like family destination for me. I don't know if I'm like after just being there for so long, I'm like, I ain't going back to Fiji. But I think it's like we do holiday a lot, but I feel like Americans go there a lot because it's like very tropical for you guys, right?
Really?
Yeah.
No, I feel like Americans go to Hawaii.
I feel like more Americans go to Hawaii than to Fiji, though.
Yeah. I would say Fiji, like when I was there in my like time before entering the villa, it was like all these people from Australia, like all these families like on holiday at the resort.
I think it's family holidays because I'm like, I'm going to Fiji. What am I doing?
You're like, something is wrong. Okay, wait, walk us through what happened on your Australian season because I haven't seen it.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to do this in like a short, succinct way if I can. So I went into Love Island Australia season 3. I was an OG from the start, and I met my partner in there, Mitch, who you might recognize because he's on this season of Love Island Games. So we ended up finishing together. We won together. We dated for a couple of months after the show. We had a situationship after we broke up.
Wow.
And then they thought it'd be really fun and cute to bring us back into season 4 together as bombshells, which we didn't know was going to happen at the time. I thought I was going to be a strong, independent woman and be like, fuck off. Then we got back together, which relatable for the girlies out there. And it didn't work. Shock. And we ended things. It's always been like in a good place just because I'm fairly chill. I'm like not one to hold a grudge, but you know, an ex is an ex for a reason, so it can only be.
Yeah.
So you guys were the third set of exes or like people that were coupled up that would be on Love Island because we had Johnny and Selly, we had Megan and Eyal, and then you guys.
Yeah, and it was crazy because like obviously by this point there's like a little voice in my head that's like maybe he's gonna be here. I hope that he wouldn't, but yeah, it was crazy because like our walk-in is like the first time we've seen each other in Fiji, but like that obviously is shown, and we're just like, I'm like smiling walking in, but thinking, what the fuck?
No way. So did you say that to the girls like right when you got in?
I don't think I said it to anyone because like I think for a lot of people that have watched our couple of seasons in Australia, I think they just like don't want to see that plot line. They're like, girl, don't even go back there.
That's fair.
So I just like didn't say anything, and I wasn't like shocked. I was just like,
you again.
Talk about the odds though. That's kind of
I know. So wait, when you were going in, who were like your top 3 that you were interested in?
I guess like straight off the bat, like when I got in there, when we first got in, we're like all sitting down and like kiss your top 3, which is so overwhelming, like to even pick out a crowd. And I think off the bat, I kissed like my top 3 just on first impressions were Mike, Jack, and Scott. But then like now I look back, I'm like, absolutely not. Like absolutely not.
Who would you have kissed? Who would you have picked differently?
I think after having like first impressions and first chats with people, like he just had a really great character. He was super chilled. Also seemed like head on his shoulders. Like everybody's hot. So for me, it doesn't really come down to that. But like based off vibe, like I thought like he was just like an easy person to get along with.
Right. That makes sense. Anyone other than him?
Literally, like, no. I think when I first got in there, I was like, oh my God, like, what am I doing here? Like, what am I going to do? I'm someone that just can't vibe with anyone, like, which is bad. Like, I need like time to acclimatize, which isn't
Yeah.
really bombshell behavior at all. I just think I'm not built to be a bomb, which could probably explain my very short and sweet time.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Like, I get that. I don't know if I would be too good at being a bombshell either. Like, I would definitely need the time. Like, I move slower with people.
Yeah.
Were we all OGs?
Yeah.
Oh.
I feel like it's just easier. Like, my game plan is always like, I'm just gonna be friends with everyone and like see where the chips fall. You can't do that when you're coming in with the last set of bombshells.
Mm-hmm. I sit
as
back
a bombshell, you have no time.
Yeah, I always like step back and then like kind of see like where like it leads, and then you just kind of follow it. But you just
I do that. I feel like I do that even in like group dinners and stuff with a bunch of girls. I just kind of sit back a little, and then I'll see like, okay, I'll vibe with you, and then just kind of like make my friendships from there. Like, I'm not good at right away being like la 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 like around the whole table.
Yeah.
That's
definitely real.
Was there anyone that got sent home like before you went in that you would have been interested in?
I mean, just like based on like energy, obviously like after the show, like kind of got to meet like everyone, and I think just like like I said, everyone's attracted. So just based on like banter, like I feel like Curtis and Toby would have been fun. I feel like Carrington would have been good to meet in there. But again, you just like never know. So much of it just like comes down to timing at the end of the day. But yeah, it's just such a shame. Like, I would have liked like a little bit more time to like get to know everyone. But by the time I was in there, people were set, and like whether that's romantic or for the games, we don't know.
No one's gonna budge.
Like, they're locked in. Yeah.
Would you go back and do it again if you got to start earlier on?
Oh, I just feel like it'd be so crazy of me to like say that I would do it again. Like, I cannot be allowed back in that villa for a fourth time. But I think like based on the experience I have, like I'm just someone that can't leave any stone unturned. So I think if it was like presented to me, I'd be like, I didn't
like you kind of want to, but you're not sure.
Like, wait, you think a third time or a fourth time?
If I went on a fourth time.
What was the third?
What was the third?
This was my third time.
What was your third time?
Love Island Games.
She's saying like it would be her fourth time.
No, but you're right. So what am I missing? You have Love Island Australia.
Love Island Australia twice.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, that's like, so like I won with Mitch. We left did live. A year later, they brought us back together. Yeah. So I'm tired.
That's what she was saying. That's why I was like, that's insane. That she saw him again in games. It'd be
wow. Yeah. Okay. Well, would you do Love Island All Stars if they asked someone from Australia to do it?
I think I need a year off.
Year off.
I need a year off again. Like, I'm someone that finds it really hard to like say no, and like I think the more you do it, you're like such a skeptic of like, I'm not gonna meet anyone. It's not gonna work.
Yeah.
Part of me is like, what if it did?
Maybe. Well, the what if it did? What would you be looking for in someone? Like, what would someone need to have for it to work for you?
I feel like if one of my friends asked me, "What are you looking for?" I'd be like, "Not someone from Love Island."
That's fair.
Crazy that I keep going on it, but yeah, I think the type of people that do go into Love Island are somewhat my type, because I'm super outgoing and like loud and bubbly. Like, I'm such a social butterfly, and like I love someone that's confident and knows who they are, and by default those are the kind of people that go on Love Island. But yeah, I think at this point in my life, I'm looking for someone that not only knows themselves, but like knows what they want in life and a partner. And yeah, someone that's actually looking for a relationship would be real nice.
Yeah, that's fair.
The bar is low.
The bar is in hell.
The bar is set at somewhere. What do you kind of have next? What are you going to be up to now that you're back? Like, what have you been doing?
Yeah, I mean, here in Australia, we're about to go into summer and really just wanting to like chill. Like, this is like one of the Christmas, New Year's Eves that I'm actually like gonna be at home in Sydney. Over the past couple of years, I've always been away. So yeah, just looking forward to kind of getting back into reality. I think I've literally done a Love Island every year, like for the past 3 years. So literally need to do less.
That's wild. Okay, out of taking like all the Love Islands you've been on, what would be like the craziest like thing that never made it to air that you're like shocked didn't, or like something that was like really funny that never made it that you wish people could have seen?
I mean, I think people saw like way too much of me on my scenes, but I'm really interested to see like what's coming up in Love Island games. No spoilers, but there's some really crazy shit that happens, and I don't even know what's gonna air of it. And like, to be honest, I haven't like watched a whole lot of the games, just like being in Australia, like because obviously I have access to the episodes, but I just haven't been like keeping up with it. Obviously I watch my own because I'm a narcissist. But yeah, my whole like 3 sentences that I said on it. But yeah, there is some really crazy shit coming up that I am.
And I'm so
gonna be annoying. Like, guys, you have to wait till like
love it.
More crazy shit than what's already happened.
Madness.
I even last night I went to like the Love Island Games watch party, and I told everyone, I was like, don't tell me what happens. I don't want to know. Like friends with, I was like, don't tell me. Like, I don't want to know because I'm having so much fun watching. Like, I feel like it's been such a fun season to watch.
So
like, I know the ending, but I'm trying to figure out like how it goes.
I actually haven't seen the episode yet where you get dumped. What happens? Because it's tonight. We get to see it tonight.
I do a lot.
Yeah.
So we don't know how you get dumped yet until like this airs afterwards. After like this will air 24 hours from when it's filmed, and we haven't seen the episode where you go home yet. Right. So we don't know.
Air after.
You can say it though, because this will air after.
Through like
how you get dumped and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess by like a day in, I already knew like, you know, I'd thrown the chips up and I knew where they were kind of going to fall. Like at that point in the game, there's only so many like loose links.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, as an Australian coming in, I don't have a strong alliance. Like I've got Jess, and like she's obviously on the way out. Like she was in the duel last night. There's Callum, who like is a free agent roaming around the villa. Right. So as an Aussie coming in, I think unless I had already existing strong alliances, I need that like spark and romance. And I just like knew going in. I had my first chat, so I was like, I'm not vibing, and like that's so fair. Like everyone was really cool, we got along, but like there was just like nothing there. And I think like it was so funny. We were having a conversation in the girls' room that night, and like Jess and I knew we were going home. Like there was like, who the fuck is girls? Like we're going home. We're just at this point, we're just like hanging out with each other, like catching up. And everyone in the girls' room, like in the makeup room, was like, guys, like who is gonna go home tonight? This place is crazy. Like we just
and you're like, don't be fucking dumb. Like if you know,
they were like, one of the girls is like, so I can't remember who it was. I can't remember, but like someone like wifed up. They're like, what if I go home tonight? I was like, bitch, why would you be going home tonight? And like at one point,
so funny.
At one point, Courtney was like, I was gonna do her voice, but like I literally can't. Like she's such an asshole. So I can't do it.
Yeah, guys.
She was like, be fucking for real. Like, why are we bullshitting them? Like, we literally know, like, they're going home.
She said that.
Who said that?
But we knew we were going home. Like,
Courtney.
And I think
that
like
out loud?
That is so funny.
Like, we were literally sitting there like
person I would think would say it.
No, she does say stuff like that. Just out of the pocket and just like laughs it off.
I appreciated that because it was like, obviously you're not going home. Like, there's no way. Like, because there was more girls.
Right.
Kind of the way it would go. And I think like right before we like got called up to like do the recoupling around the fire pitch, I like went up to Mitch and I was like, you're going to pick me, right? I haven't had any conversation with him the whole time.
He's like,
so funny.
Like, obviously a joke.
Wait, that's hilarious.
He probably was like, are you being for real?
Wait, that's so funny. Well, we're talking to Jess soon, so I'm excited. But out of like the girls, were there any that you felt like, other than Jess, that you kind of got to develop like a friendship with, or was it just so short of time that you were in there?
Like I said, like my thing is always just to make friends. So I feel like I actually like had great like friendships with everybody like who I met in there. And then I think the person like I've stayed in touch with like a lot is Deb. Like Deb, yeah. I love her. We're actually born on the same day. We had the same birthday. So there was something in the stars, like we were meant to be friends.
Yeah, exactly.
Stars aligned.
She's very like outspoken and like spunky, so I could see that.
She's a lot of everything.
Literally. I'm trying to think of what else, because we couldn't put a question box up for the fans because they would know who went home.
Oh,
but what else are we going to see tonight that we would want to hear?
I mean, I think we're going to see more of like Johnny acting up.
Okay.
More. He does not care.
Johnny being Johnny. What is going on with that man?
So last night I made like a TikTok and I'm like, who's the biggest villain? And Courtney said Johnny, and I was like, oh shit. I'm like thinking obviously something happens there. And then I made another one where I asked everyone who's like the hottest person in Love Island of all time, and Johnny named one of the new girls that comes in, and I was like, oh shit.
That's how you know.
I was like, okay. I'm putting 2 and 2 together now without trying.
Yeah, it's hard. Like, I don't reckon he's a villain. I just think he's been playing.
To win it. Yeah, he's just playing his game.
He's just playing his game. It's obviously working. So props to him.
Yeah, I mean, he's owning it that he's the villain. So
he was mad about it though. He's like, I don't know why everybody's saying this about me. Like, I've just gotten a bad. Like, I'm like, you did what you did.
Yeah, no, he last night was very like, I'm watching it back and I'm laughing. Like, but he loves it.
Funny. Like, it's not like actually, you know what I mean? Like, that's what's great about Love Island Games. Like, I think it's intense when you're in there, but it's a lot lighter. Like, even watching it back, like, you know, it's not that deep. It's funny. Just like think it's like funny at the moment. Like, it's not.
You get like a cushion of being able to say it's games. It's just games.
It's just game. Anything if you fuck up it anyway, you just leave it the games.
Yeah, it's just the games. I was just playing the games.
I'm just playing the games.
I was just playing the games. Oh, okay. Well, Tina, it was so great talking to you. The audience is gonna be so excited to hear from you. All of our fans are like so diehard Love Island that I'm sure they're, even though I haven't seen your season yet, I know they've all seen it and they're
definitely
just freaking out. Yeah, they definitely have. They're gonna be like, "What? How have you not seen this?" Maybe I go back and watch. Next time I get COVID, I'll binge Love Island Australia season.
Not next time you get COVID.
Yeah, I get it all the time.
I'm sick on that day.
Yeah, actually, on that day, I'm just gonna binge the whole season. But oh my god, it's been so fun. I'm bummed you had a short-lived time. I wish you could have been there longer. I feel like you are
I've had the full experience. You know, I've done the OG start to end. I've won. I've come in as a bomb and been a finalist, and now I've had a day. Now I know how it feels.
Wow.
Now you can go on dates. No, now you can go on dates.
The full Love Island
people and tell them about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect. So we'll drop your socials down below so anyone can go follow Tina and keep up with what she's got going on. Maybe we'll see her on All Stars in a year. Maybe we'll see her back on Games in a year. Don't know. But like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thanks again, Tina, for coming on.
Goodbye, Tina. Great to meet you.
Hi, it was so nice to meet you.